Good morning, everyone. And today I kind of wanted to just talk a little bit about how, I guess, the medical part of the medical insurance. You know, how uh, medical insurance, at least the way we talk about Medicare, is all about cost, coverages, what you can do, um, the extra things, you know, all the financial ways. And that's what we're supposed to be doing, right? But part of it, a big part of it, is actually getting services, like going to the doctor, understanding how, to turn this financial insurance product into actual services. And sorry about that, what I think, this is not our job per se. Like, this is not what we're supposed to be doing. And lots of companies have come out and said, we can't endorse any physicians or anything like that. But I feel that it is necessary for us to at least explain that they can change physician if they want to, right? That your physician is probably the most valuable experience in this entire process, like keeping your physicians that you like, potentially finding new physicians if you don't like some physicians, right? That's very important, because they're, number one, the gatekeeper to all of our care. If we have a Medicare supplement plan or any kind of insurance plan, medical insurance that is, the doctor is the first one to request services. We are not able to request services for ourselves. That's just the way the medical system works. We can get a referral for ourselves if we wanted to. Like, that's actually a thing. You can actually self-refer. But whether or not that's proven is completely dependent on the insurance company, right? Doctor would have a lot more, I guess, evidence, because in the U.S. we put an evidence-based medical system than you would, unfortunately, for real evidence. And I think when we talk about insurance, we tend to forget about that. Like getting, I think about, like, like for car insurance, if you guys are homeowners out there, like the insurance just pays for the service. Sometimes an insurance company might, help in coordinating those benefits, but in a lot of instances, you have to go and find the handyman, or construction company, general contractor. You have to go find that repair shop. And that can be a very daunting task. That can be very difficult. It can be scary. And I think what a lot of people forget is that the insurance agent can, at least, at the very least, provide what you can do, what's possible, and how you can get those things done. Now, what I mean by that, for us as Medicare agents, we can instruct clients on how to find out if their doctor or doctors in their area accepts Medicare. We can find out if their doctor, this doctor, charges excess charges. Right? It's all on the Medicare website. We can find out, is important for us to remain in our lane. It is also important for us to share the importance of other fields, other lines of business, other, like medical services. We don't provide these services, insurance pays for them, but I think we should be able to provide tools on how they themselves can come to some decisions, because they will need to make these decisions, just like with the car insurance. The insurance company may work with a lot of vendors, right, to help repair your car after an accident, but they cannot recommend any. And I know that sounds kind of weird, but that's the liability that the insurance company does not carry, and we don't carry. We don't carry insurance for that kind of stuff. We don't have this expertise. It'd be like insuring me to repair your car, or insuring me to give you medical advice. No one would, right? I'm not a trained mechanic or a trained medical professional. But I do know that a lot of these decisions have to be made by the individual. And the individual is not a trained medical professional. When you get a medical service, right, you're not a medical professional, and within that 2 minutes that the physician or the surgeon explains to you the risks and rewards of doing this particular service, like, you have to make a decision. And many times that decision is, life or death, but yet you have to make it. So, speaking of liability, I guess your own life is your own liability, so you're the number one person. So for us, as people who help people make these decisions on finding a doctor, I feel like we should at least give them the tools to explore their choices. And I am not someone who likes to do that. I'll tell you right off the bat, I don't like to place judgment or infer things that are not my expertise. That's just how I operate. I don't like to weigh in, so to speak, unless it's like, stuff I actually know, like investments. And even in investments, I don't like to infringe on your own, investments. You got a whole different strategy. I can tell you what I think, but I don't really know, maybe why you set it up that way. But that's what I think. I think we should provide the tools to give clients the best experience on the medical insurance, that includes helping them find out